Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, that means tonight is the night where we get some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is like what we all need right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for like a good Real Housewives of Beverly Hills day, like a night of good shit, not annoying people. I think that's the best way I can put that. But I want to hear what you guys think at the end of this because we have a little bit of a mashup. We have Tom Sandoval who's complaining again, and surprise, surprise. We have Sheena who's talking about why she thinks that Ariana needs to read her book, which we'll talk about that. And then we also have Brittany Cartwright who is drug testing Jax if he wants to see his kid. So before we get into all of it, if you guys have not, go ahead, pop off in the comments section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And let's start here. Let's start with the Tom Sandoval of it all. Thank you to our girls over at Taste of Reality. Tom Sandoval is not buying what Chrishell Stause is selling. I like how they said that. He appeared on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast and talked about his beef with Chrishell while filming The Traitors. And he recalled that he, Dolores, and Chrishell arrived together to the castle that first day. The ride was about 45 minutes and everybody was very friendly and chatty throughout. However, Chrishell did tell Sandoval she followed his ex on Instagram, which Tom shrugged off. And he said, a lot of my friends do too, actually. But Chrishell pledged her allegiance to Ariana Madix during their first roundtable, despite their great conversation hours prior. And he was shook. He said, I mean, I know they took a picture together like 6-7 years ago once, but it turned from I follow Ariana to Ariana and I are friends. And Tom called Chrishell out in the game after Alan Cummings tapped the Traitors. He found her behavior suspicious because she was the only one to look down after removing her blindfold. Because of that, he felt Chrishell unfairly maligned him the remainder of the game. She did this thing where she like put her shoulders up and she's like, I don't even feel like safe being this close to you. It was so weird. Well, I think, listen, I love me some Chrishell. I got to meet her in December, and I think that she's a sweetheart. She really is. She's the sweetest. But also, like, I do see where I get what Tom's saying. It's like, if you don't know us, but then for Chrishell, she's probably like, listen, I don't need to know you. I know that you had an affair. I know that hits people a different way. And you don't know why that's going to trigger or how that's going to trigger people. And I know it sounds crazy. It was not her problem, it was not her friend group. It was none of that to her. It doesn't matter. For her, she could be looking at it through the lens of something that might have happened to her in a relationship previously, or something that happened to her mom or something like that. And she's looking at it like, I just think that you're a dirtbag and I want to call you a dirtbag and I'm a girl's girl. Literally, she is a girl's girl. Pun intended. Let's move on though. All right. Thank you to Reality T. Sheena Shay reveals why she wants Ariana Madix to read her book. She's set to release her memoir and she really hopes that Ariana Madix gives it a read. But the Vanderpump Rules alum shared that she thinks if Ariana reads her book, she'll have a better understanding of what happened between them. She's not going to read this fucking book. I'm telling you. Sheena and Ariana experienced a rift in their friendship during season 11, the Vanderpump Rules, and the subsequent reunion. But the reason was largely because Sheena tried to look past Sandoval and tried to forgive Tom Sandoval. And Sheena, she's been keeping busy since the new Vanderpump Rules was announced. She did The Masked Singer, and her new book will be released this summer. And she's hoping that the memoir may help her mend fences with Ariana. It won't. Ariana's not going to care. Ariana's going to be like, fuck your book. Really? She's not going to care. We talk here and there, and I think no matter what, Ariana and I are always going to have deep love for each other, and I hope she reads my book. She addressed the book offers clarity and a better understanding of her actions over the past couple of years, and it explores Sheena's mental state and what she was going through. And the content covers everything, including the different TV shows she's been a part of and her tenure on Vanderpump Rules. It peels back the layers of who Sheena really is and is. Well, you know what's funny is so many people I read from a lot of fans, they're like, and I don't know if I agree with this, but they're like, we've seen so much of Sheena on the show, and Sheena always talks about herself on the show. What more do we not know about Sheena? And I'm like, guys, we got to give her the benefit of the doubt because I look at it like I look at the reality TV shows, and it's kind of like when we get a new cast or a new show and it's season 1 and people are like, I'm not watching that. If it's a book or something that somebody poured themselves into, or somebody's really trying to, like, there's a lot of soul into it, especially this is Sheena's story. This is her life. Then I think that she deserves a chance for people to read her book. Do I think Ariana's going to read it? No, not a chance in hell. Ariana is one, she's busy, she's booked. Unlike most of the rest, like the cast, like Tom Sandoval is not booked and busy. Tom Schwartz is not booked and busy. I love Tom Schwartz, but I'm saying, like, if you think about who really has time on their hands, Katie Maloney, I don't think she's very booked and busy. Lala Kent is busy being a mom. Ariana's just, I think she's just in a different caliber of busy. That's all. That's all. It's not shade, by the way. But the memoir also peels back the layers of who Sheena really is, and especially delves into the parts of her that didn't make it into the 40-minute Vanderpump Rules episodes. And she doesn't shy away from the drama. Sheena talks about her jaw-dropping Hollywood stories, her relationship with Eddie Cibrian, and her outlook on love and life and how that has evolved. Interesting. Okay. Mostly, this is what they're saying. Mostly, Sheena hopes it will show more of her mindset during season 11 of Vanderpump Rules. And she received backlash for some of her comments about Tom and Ariana. She said, I was priding myself on being the most open and honest version of myself, even if the audience may not agree. And I went out of my comfort zone. Okay. I mean, she said she put everything out there. For her part, Ariana has mostly stayed out of the drama. She said that she and Sheena have love between their friendship, but it did take a big hit. All right. We're going to move on from that. Sheena, I hope you didn't put your foot in your mouth, girl. Because Ariana is a tough cookie to crack. Moving on, I did want to share this. Thank you to Bywig Hello Drama. Brittany Cartwright does a drug test on Jax Taylor every week for the safety of their son. Jeez Louise. And he was the one calling her out for having issues. I do drug testing on Jax Taylor every Monday. It scares me. I'm drug testing him myself for the safety of my son. And I'm going to continue doing that for a while. And I just feel like it's just so hard because even if he is sober, his actions have not changed. Jesus Christ. She says that she has been getting DMs from women that Jax Taylor has been messaging. And I get DMs almost every single week from a different girl sending me disgusting messages that Jax is sending to them. Who in their right mind would ever want to see that stuff? And I mean, it's been hard on me because, like, I'm trying to move on and get out of this, and I'm not getting, I'm getting dragged into all of these situations. Like, I don't want to read the messages. I don't want to read this nasty stuff that you're saying, these threats that you're saying, these nasty, like, sexual messages. Like, how in the world does he think that makes me feel? To be honest with you, Brittany, I don't think he cares about anybody but himself. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. And also, tonight is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, a new episode. We will be back tomorrow to discuss in further detail about that episode. And I'm going to make a few calls and text messages to see who we can get on the line for that. Love you guys. Bye.